Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Today we're in the Budget by Paycheck Workbook and we will be going over my second paycheck of November. So let's just grab our glasses and get right to it. All right. Oh, okay. Um, I've had a couple game nights this week. Other than that, there's not been a whole lot of bills, but I have had some spending, but nothing extravagance. Extravagance? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wrong month. There were a couple of game nights this week, but um, I did not spend any money one night, but did the next night, but it was only like $5. So I'm still kind of sticking to my guns with trying not to really buy a whole bunch of stuff while I'm over there because I would easily spend $20 to $30 every game night last season. So I'm trying to get away from that because that really does add up over time. So the a couple of bills came out, but not very many. We'll check that out in just a second. We are here, and we've got a couple bills coming up, and of course Thanksgiving, which is incurs some type of expense there for. Um, let's just go here. You know what I forgot to do is do the numbers here, but that's okay. I will do it, and we can look at it next week. It's not a problem. Hmm. I've just been really busy. I went over to Rachel's this morning and then I did some raking of the leaves because I've got a guy coming out on Monday to suck them up from the street. So I must get that done this weekend. So Matt, my son, has already done part of it, but it's a pretty big chore. So I thought I would go in and help. So as far as the month goes, I really am not prepared, you guys. Look at this. I haven't written down what's come in. I think it was 27.97.76. Okay. Well, I did write down that the Roth has come in. That's pretty much the only bills that have come in, but I have had some expenses, which we'll look at in just a second. I did transfer some money over. It's still the $500. Next month, I might not put 500 in. We'll see. I just, with Christmas, I'm just not sure whether or not I can handle $500. So we'll kind of play that out next month. I kind of divvied it up a little bit differently. Let me pull in so maybe it's can be easier to read. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. So I made the decision, the season tickets, I need to put a certain amount in to be able to pay it in February, I think, is when they call to say um, it's time to renew your season tickets. I'm pretty sure that it's either February or March. They give you a little bit of period of time to do it, but I'd like to have it done and then have a little bit more wiggle room for putting money aside for next year. It would be $100 a month as opposed to like several hundred, so or a couple hundred. I put a little bit more into travel because I really see these are what was planned and this is actually what was actual. I really need to get that beefed up so that we can rent a house at some point. Um, so that's how I decided to do that, and I think it's about right. Hopefully, I'll be able to manage the gifting okay. I've budgeted myself $800 for gifts and roughly $200 for incidentals. And the incidentals would be like wrapping paper, meals, other things that may come up if there's a white elephant gift I need to get or some kind of gift exchange. And you know what else I didn't budget for is I bake cookies every year. And I think that would come out of the holiday budget. Hmm. I might have to consider that because it's not real cheap, um, but not real expensive either. So I'm wondering if that's gonna, I think it'll get covered with the 200. I think I'll be okay with that. So let's just say the $200 for holiday, and I think I put 150 here and 50 here. So yeah. And then for the month, it'll be, that's actually for Thanksgiving. Sorry, not for Christmas. You guys, my mind is just a mess. Okay, so I've got that. I haven't really filled this in again. I've been kind of busy with Rachel and the house and other things. I've been doing a little bit of fall cleaning, getting some rooms put back in order since Rachel moved out and kind of shuffling things around in the basement so that Matt and Terry and Drew have a little bit more space. So um, I've just been really busy. So um, my mind is not on any of this stuff, to be fair. All right, so I think the last time we met was, like the 7th or 8th, somewhere in here. Um, yeah, somewhere. I think we talked about Donnie D's, me going over to Rachel's. So you can see there's several food. I did have to get a birthday present for Drew. I did not realize his birthday was November, so I went ahead and picked that up. And then the tires. Now, for large expenses, normally I would go ahead and charge them and then pay them off right away just to get those points. But as it turns out, the tire centers will make me pay for the service fee that the bank charges to use credit cards. So that 3%, I just was not going to incur that when I had the cash in my savings account. So this was a little less than expected. So I had transferred 925 to err on the side of caution. And then I just put it back in after I made this payment. Okay. So I would have liked to have accrued the points because that would have been like, what, 1%, $6 or so, but it's okay. Pet care and let's see, pet care. What did I do? Oh, yeah, I had to pick up some litter bags. I have these bags I buy from Amazon. I just picked those up. Um, so I pulled money out of the gifting sinking funds to pay for Drew's gift, and I transferred the $500. And then I got paid. It's a little out of order, but it's okay. And then the Roth hit, and then I've got some food, and I have started buying for Thanksgiving. Don't have the turkey yet or the ham, but I'll probably get that, I don't know, next Wednesday or so. Because it takes a little bit of time for it to defrost. And I do a brine. I know I posted that survey about what you guys do. I have a brine that I put it in the night before, and it's really good. It just makes it real moist, and um, considering it's full of salt, I don't know how you would think it would be moist, but maybe it's tender. Maybe that's what it is. It's not necessarily that it's super moist, but it's always tender. And then this is where I did buy a little bit of food, but you know what? That's a lot better than the $20 or $30 I was spending last season. I did have a doctor's visit, and that was my copay, so that's how much that was. And then I had to get some gas, of course. But I put the gas on my credit card because I get fuel points. So I have charged that, but this is me paying it off. It actually hasn't posted, but I just put this in here as a reminder just myself to take care of that. And here we can see my savings in and out. I try to find out to make sure that I don't have like a maximum number of transfers that I can do in my savings account, but I couldn't find it anywhere on the site. So hopefully I'm okay doing a bunch of ins and outs on that account. I do plan to put a little bit into my HELOC, which is the HELOC I got for doing some improvements on my home. And I've reached out to a different person to come in and help me with all of the work because, as I mentioned, I'm not sure if it was in a YNAB video or whether it was in a budget by paycheck video, but I never heard back from the one person who actually came out and walked around the house and to get all of these quotes. They never called me back. So I have given up on them and I've called another person. And this is a person I've dealt with in the past. Um, I just he I didn't know whether or not he did deck work, but he said yeah, he'll come out and he does carpentry and stuff. He did a really nice job on my remodel a few years ago. Um, but I thought I was going to have about 200, but it looks like it's going to be closer to 100. Closer to 100, but that's okay. I mean, I'll whittle it down piece by piece, and I think this is actually lower. I feel like oh, I know. I feel like this is lower. I'll have to check that for next week. Maybe I just haven't posted something. I mean, it would be in here if I did it. HELOC, 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 HELOC. Nope, nope. I don't see it. For some reason I thought it was 3,400, not 3,700. Okay, well, that's disappointing. um, and then my US Bank, which is my credit card, it's a Kroger card, and I get Kroger points when I go shop there. My son also uses my card, so when he shops, the points go on my account. So I get the benefit of the fuel points when I go. This morning, when I went, it was 35 cents off a gallon, which is nothing to sneeze at. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else in here. I will go ahead and work on getting this fixed for next week. I apologize for not having it. Again, it's just a lot of stuff going on and I totally forgot about it. So the next video, let's go find out what that is. So here we are today. I just had a you need a budget assigned, so I'm probably not going to do the check-in tomorrow. So the next video will be a week from now, the Budget Mom, Budget by Paycheck Workbook check-in. So I will talk to you then.